The air around you feels different, charged with something unseen yet powerful. It's as if the world itself is shifting, adjusting to your presence. You can't explain it, but deep down, you know, this moment was always meant to happen. You were not brought here by chance. Every experience, every struggle, and every doubt has led you to this point. Since childhood, you've sensed something different about yourself. You felt things others didn't, saw beyond the surface, and carried an awareness that set you apart. You tried to fit in, to walk the paths laid out before you, but something inside resisted. You were never meant to be like everyone else. The signs have always been there. The way people look at you, the way you seem to move through life as if guided by an unseen force. That feeling that there's more to you, more to existence, it has never left. In fact, it has only grown stronger. Now, you are listening, and you realize there are no coincidences. Your journey has been shaped by a higher purpose. The hardships, the loneliness, the struggles, they were never meant to break you. They were meant to prepare you for what comes next. And what comes next will change everything. The world has tried to convince you that you are insignificant, just another soul drifting through life. But that was never true. You were never meant to be lost in the crowd. You were meant to awaken, to step into something greater. This is your moment. The energy around you is shifting, and so are you. The waiting is over. The time is now. Yes, the past still lingers. Doubts whisper that you are not ready. But those doubts are illusions, echoes of a world that no longer has power over you. They do not define you. You have already taken the first step, and that is enough. You are awakening, stepping into something beyond your understanding. The struggles that once weighed you down were actually shaping you, stripping away the falsehoods, revealing the strength you have always carried inside. Those who doubted you, who misunderstood you, who tried to hold you back, they no longer matter. Something within you is changing, expanding. Your mind, your heart, your spirit, they are aligning with something greater. And as you transform, the world around you responds. People sense it. They see it in your eyes, feel it in your presence. You are no longer just moving through life, you are becoming a force within it. Let go of fear. Let go of hesitation. You were chosen for a reason, and that reason is becoming clearer with every breath. This is not the end of your journey, it is only the beginning. Your past is not an anchor, it is the foundation of your strength. Every hardship, every rejection, every lonely night, it all built you into something unstoppable. Now, you stand on the edge of something vast, something unknown, something waiting to be claimed. Do not hesitate. This is the moment to embrace everything you have become. You no longer need validation. You no longer seek permission. You are walking in your truth, radiating a presence that cannot be ignored. Without a single word, you command attention. There is no turning back now. The transformation is complete. The old world no longer recognizes you, and you no longer belong to it. Everything you once clung to, the doubts, the fears, the expectations of others, has been stripped away. What remains is something raw, something powerful, something limitless. You have stepped beyond the boundaries that once confined you, beyond the illusions that kept you small. The weight of hesitation, of questioning, of waiting for permission, has dissolved into nothingness. You stand in a space that is entirely your own, filled with an energy that pulses through your veins, humming with a force that is both ancient and new. The world itself feels different. The air carries a charge, an electricity that runs through every breath you take. The ground beneath your feet no longer feels like something you merely walk upon. It feels alive, responsive, as if the very fabric of existence is acknowledging the shift within you. The sky above stretches wider, clearer, vast beyond measure, as if the universe has opened itself to you in a way it never has before. And perhaps it has. Perhaps this world, this reality, was always waiting for you to see it for what it truly is. Not a prison of routine, not a cycle of meaningless repetition, but a living, breathing force waiting to be shaped by those bold enough to claim it. And now, you are among them. No longer confined to the expectations of what you should be, no longer seeking approval for what you are. You move forward as something new, something unshakable. You are not just turning a page. You are writing a new book entirely. For so long, you lived under the weight of illusions. The belief that you had to conform, that you had to fit into a mold shaped by others, that your worth was measured by how well you played a role designed for you. You tried to follow the path that was given to you, to live as you were told to live. But deep down, something resisted. That resistance was your truth fighting to be heard. And now, at last, the illusion has cracked. The veil has lifted. You see clearly for the first time, and in that clarity, there is nothing but freedom. You are no longer bound by the invisible chains that once held you back. Fear, self-doubt, hesitation, they were never real. They were constructs, illusions meant to keep you in place. But they have no power over you anymore. You have broken through, stepped beyond, and now there is only possibility. What once seemed solid and immovable now feels weightless, as if reality itself bends in your presence. The limits you once accepted have crumbled. The rules you once followed no longer apply. You are no longer asking what is possible. You are defining it. And the world can feel it. The people around you sense something different. They see it in your eyes, hear it in the way you speak, feel it in the way you carry yourself. You do not move like someone searching for answers. You move like someone who is the answer. You are no longer invisible, no longer blending into the background of life. Without effort, without even speaking a word, you command attention. Not because you seek it, but because you it. Your presence alone is enough. This is not arrogance. It is not pride. It is the quiet, undeniable force of someone who has stepped into their truth. There is no need to prove anything to anyone. No need to justify, to explain, to seek approval. The mere fact that you exist as you are is proof enough. The energy you carry now is something that cannot be ignored. It is a force that others will recognize, even if they do not understand it. Some will be drawn to it, some will fear it, but none will be able to deny it. Because you are no longer just moving through life. You are changing it. The path forward. So now what? Now that you see, now that you know, now that you are, what comes next? The answer is simple. Whatever you choose. There is no map to follow anymore. No predetermined course, no instructions from someone else on how to live. The path ahead is yours to create, yours to shape, yours to walk with the certainty that you are exactly where you need to be. The past is no longer an anchor. It is a foundation. Every experience, every lesson, every scar you carry, they were not weights meant to hold you down. They were stepping stones leading you to this moment. And now, you step forward, unafraid. Not because you have no fear, but because fear no longer controls you. Not because you have all the answers, but because you no longer need them. You are walking in something greater than knowledge. You are walking in knowing. And that is more powerful than anything else. Becoming the shift. You once looked for signs, for confirmation, for proof that you were on the right path. You don't need them anymore. Because you have become the sign. You are no longer waiting for change. You are the change. You are no longer seeking something outside yourself. You are the force that moves the world around you. And now, the universe is watching. Not with judgment, not with hesitation, but with anticipation. It has always been waiting for you. And now, at last, you have arrived. Go forward. The path is yours to create.